Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Hood Action News. We are your hosts. I am Gigi.
And I'm AE.
And happy Monday, everybody. Usagi, she's going to take a few days off from the podcast. She's resting right now. She's taking a mental break. So, y'all send her good vibes and, positive vibes and encouragement to her at this time. But yeah, we are going to discuss... We're going to discuss the Lizsrd and the garden gnome tonight. The garden gnome, let's get the garden gnome out the way, who is AKA J Park. This man gets dragged on Twitter on a daily basis, consistently, not just by trolls or antis, by his own fans, rightfully so. This man is a joke within itself. I don't care. I've been roasting this man for years. I have my reasons and they're justified. I am sick of him. I tried my best to give this man the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, it's the year, new year, and he ain't said nothing for 2 months. That was January, February. He made it. He actually made it. And then guess what? He had to open his mouth up the beginning of March and messed everything up. I'm just like, ma'am, ma'am, you really trying it. You got to stop this. So, he has a little show. Y'all already know about the show that he took over not too long ago. And he rebranded it to his show, whatever. And he recently had J-Hope on there, but you could see the shade he was throwing J-Hope on the show, and like armies didn't take too kindly to that. And as much as these armies get on my nerves, that was funny to see them drag him, okay? So then he goes on another show, opens up his mouth, and have the complete gall to sit here and say that he paved the way. Listen to this. K-hip hop. Now, I've heard of just everything that I could hear in my past 2,000 years on Earth, but for him to sit up here and say that he paved the way for K-hip hop, no, you didn't. You need to stop lying. You try to take credit for everything K-hip hop, K-R&B. No, you didn't. It was there before you, and it will be there after you, okay? You put a little innovation on it, okay? I give you that, but as you paved the way, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Bro, you was in 2 p.m. at one point. Stop. Stop. What, girl, AE, what are your thoughts on this gnome?
I just feel like he is just so bitter. Like he going through his Birdman stage that he want everybody to just put respect on his name that he don't deserve. And I just feel like the whole situation with him having such salt and bitterness towards idols is because his ass got kicked out and was once an idol and he ruined it. And now he know he can't get that time back. And now any other successful idol that's doing better than him, he just got a problem with. Like, for example, when J-Hope went on the show, he was as bitter as hell. Just bitter. Didn't applaud the guy, didn't do anything. I'm like, bro, what is your problem? It ain't their fault you one who's talking on that smack and got kicked out.
Exactly. I mean, come on, man. Everybody's gonna find that little what is it? MySpace post that you put. And now he wants to come back and be like, oh, I'm full of Korean pride. Okay, sure.
Okay.
I laughed when he did that. Like, oh, my Korean pride. Oh, that's why you made that rusty ass DNA video.
Right. Looking like a whole bunch of niggaboos.
Just everybody looked like they ain't showered for days. Nothing about that was just like, if you got Korean pride, that's fine. That's cool. I don't have no problem with that. That's something that you want to do. Cool. That's fine. But how you gonna have Korean pride and appropriate Black culture at the same time? How do you do that? Like, there are so many discrepancies within that whole video and what you were doing, bruh. I you know what? I please keep doing more interviews with BTS so I can see you get dragged every time. I don't even care if it's BTS, anybody at this point, because every time you open your mouth, it's just one thing after another. I'm not gonna talk about you no more because I'm gonna just wait because it's like every other week you open your mouth and just stuff pops out, and you just deserve to get dragged. Like at this point, I think you enjoy it. You like the attention. But anyway, we're going to move to the next person on the list. The Lizsrd. Mr. Geico himself. This is commentary. Don't like it. I do not care. This man, he has an article. There's an article that came out recently. In the article, I think he's in Europe at the present moment. And he was doing this interview. And oh my goodness, I lost the dang interview. Let me pull up. He was saying, I had to read this interview, okay? I had to read this interview at least 2 to 3 times. And when I read this, I'm like, this man he's so self-centered. It's ridiculous. So we're going to read the interview and we're going to debunk and we're just gonna. So here we go. I'm not going to read that part. Okay, so the interview asked the first question. The track opens up with lines, "Fuck the trendsetter. I'm going back to when I was 9, when I was more human. Does the stratospheric success of K-pop dehumanize the artist? You start your career very early as a part of the group. You correct on that. There's not a lot of time to be an individual, but that makes K-pop shine. Very young people trying hard at the same time. You generate an energy that only you have in your 20s. You fight day and night to perfect the choreography, the videos, the music, and there's an explosion. A big bang." Do you mean Big Bang the group or a Big Bang? What you trying to say? Anyway, let me stop. From 20 to 30, we invested all the energy and time we've had in BTS. You get success, love, influence, and power. And after that, the root of everything still remains music. What was the question? That's what he said. What was the question? Why are you being a smart ass? He asked you the question, and wasn't you supposed to answer it? He got all off topic. And do you understand the words that were coming out her mouth? This person's mouth when they was giving you the question? He's weird. Does the system dehumanize? They had to ask him again. Does the system humanize? My company doesn't like how I answer this question because I admit it in part. And then the journalists throw up their hands saying it's a horrible system. It destroys young people, but it's partly what makes this such a special industry. And things have improved a lot in terms of contract, money, education. Now there's teachers, bullshit. I call bullshit. First and foremost, psychologists. Are you serious? No. After what happened to Jonghyun, psychologists, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
Thank you. Where? Because there's still people making attempts out here. So where?
Right. Are you serious? Teachers? After what we see after that series on the Netflix called The Glory came out, teachers? Are you serious?
That's a joke right there.
You got
this man is so disconnected from his own society.
I'm sitting here like, teachers? Do you know them teachers get ran over by the parents? If them kids get away doing what they do, knowing they rich, the parents will choke them out, the kids will choke them out, and then everybody got connections with politicians and stuff. Stop. Contracts and money. Have you seen what happened to Omega X lately? Are you not in tune to what's happening to Luna with BlackBerry Creative? Are you that dense? What?
Like, do you, like, as much as you be on your phone, you don't be seeing none of this happening. Okay, sir. This is why people just like you, this fake woke.
I'm sorry. It is a horrible system. It does ruin young people. A 13-year-old, a 16-year-old, or a 15-year-old has no business debuting in a K-pop group. Especially when the company sexualized them from the go. Is he on? You said, did you hear what this man said? Don't you remember your group label mates, the Seraphim? Remember that little dance that they did? That they had to edit out because it was too sexual? Do you not remember that, you dodo bird?
Yeah, doing the whole crybaby on the ground. Like, what is going on with this man? Like, you starting to act like these freaking high class people that don't know what's going on because they got enough money just to overlook everything.
Exactly. Like that whole sentence didn't make any sense. Like contracts, money. SM only gets paid 30%, 20%. They don't get paid. What are you talking about? There's so many people out here in this K-pop and in the K-pop industry that's not getting paid their ends. We just found out ATs ain't getting paid what they're supposed to get paid. What are you talking about? You have money. You're in BTS. You have money. You're guaranteed to, even when you leave from this industry, you're gonna be good. What are you talking about? Oh my God. This is what happens when you hang out with the Caucasians for a year or two. You just disconnect from your whole people. Korean record companies train their artists for years. You live with your peers from 16 to 19 before you debut as BTS in 2013. What do your parents say? My mom spent 2 years saying, go back to school. You were so good at it. Go your way to college. Go your way. Go to college. Make music a hobby. But there was no turning back. The biggest lesson from your trainee period, dancing. I was incapable. And what did you lose by being a trainee? College life. Okay. This worship of youth, the perfection, and overstraining in K-pop, are these Korean cultural traits? This is the statement that irritated me low key. People in the West just don't get it. We don't get what? Korea.
Y'all that don't get anything. Anytime we try to explain to something, I don't know any better. Yeah. Y'all the ones who don't get anything.
Exactly. Korea is a country that has been invaded, devastated, torn into. Just 70 years ago, there was nothing. We weren't getting help from the IMF and the UN, but now the whole world is looking at Korea. How is that possible? How did that happen? Because people are working fucking hard to improve themselves. You are in France or the UK, countries that have been colonizing others for centuries, and you come with, oh God, you put so much pressure on yourself. Life in Korea is so stressful for you. Well, yes. That's how things get done. That's how you get things done. It's a part of what makes K-pop so appealing. Also, of course, there are shadows. Everything that happens too fast and intensely has side effects. First and foremost, let me get you straight on something. I do understand Korea has had a horrible past. The thing with Japan and Korea, that was awful. I understand that. I get it. It was tough. It was horrible. A lot of people died for no reason. And y'all still fighting over them rocks in the ocean. Okay? Rocks. Okay? It's an ugly history, ugly past. I get that. I understand that. But also, it's in a society where colorism exists, xenophobia exists, anti-blackness exists, fatphobia exists, dehumanizing women exist, should homophobia exist. Can you explain this, sir? What are you talking about? We don't get it. Yes, we do get it.
Here you go, victimizing himself.
Like, we understand you got, Korea has had problems. We understand that. Have you seen the shit that's going on over here in the U.S. lately? Like, come on, man. Slavery literally ended almost 400 or 500 years ago. That may seem like not a lot, but it is. But it seems like it's a lot, but it's not. It really isn't. Civil rights literally ended like what? I mean, like the civil rights movement started like what? Whew, in the 60s.
Yeah.
That wasn't too long ago. We're having it rough over here as black people. They trying to bring back Jim Crow, slavery. They're trying to tell us how to wear our hair. We can't wear it natural. All this stuff. Like, are you kidding me? Stop. We all got problems, bro. Not just you. Somebody need to humble his ass. What is the biggest prejudice about K-pop that is prefabricated? Oh my God. What would your career be like if you had developed it in the alternative circuit or in another country? I think a lot of times about the multiverse. This man can't even give a straight answer. He's
The answer will be nowhere. He'll be in the damn dumpster. That's where it'll be.
That's
why he
it took me out.
He'll still be on them rocks trying to get some warmth to cold, to heat up his cold blood. That's what he'll be for K-pop.
Oh man, Jesus help me! He can't.
Like, I'm tired of him.
He can't give a straight answer. Just answer the question. Answer the question. The multiverse. The lesson of Doctor Strange is always the same. Your version of the universe is the best possible one. Don't think of others. There's nothing better than being a BTS member. Just answer the question.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I get what he's saying in terms, but can you not answer it the way they asked you? Oh my God. Oh man, he just bro, he just. Did you imagine this version? Not at all. My dream was not being a K-pop idol. I wanted to be a rapper, and before that, a poet. Ma'am. I can't do it. This is like watching an episode of Def Comedy Jam.
Oh my goodness.
A rapper? A poet?
Well, whatever that you've been writing for the last years, or whoever been writing, damn sure ain't no poetry.
Poet? Now you out here trying to be like Langston Hughes. Okay. Among your influences... Among your influences, there are rappers like Nas or Eminem? Nas? Okay, you know what? Like Nas or Eminem, groups like Radiohead and Portishead, but you never mentioned boy bands. The Beatles are also called a boy band. I'm not comparing us. They were creators of everything. But I guess you mean NSYNC or New Kids on the Block. Bands whose pop music I actually like, although I wasn't a super fan. What got me was rap, rhythm plus poetry. You say you jealous of who you admire. Now listen to this, kids. You say you get jealous of who you admire. An example, Kendrick Lamar, always, and Pharrell. He's living history. I like to be too, maybe in the future. That's why I don't paint. Being jealous of Picasso or Monet would be too much. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're out here and you like this guy and it offends you, but if you look at this, this comes off as such a I know everything, I'm a douche type vibes teased what I'm getting. Like, for someone to be so intelligent, they just act so arrogant. This is just arrogance right here, and it's just ignorance. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Like, bro, don't even.
This this is hilarious. You do collect. How do you choose the pieces? I've been collecting for 4 years and I've been changing. My focus is 20th century Korean art, but I'm not Getty or Rockefeller. Getty or Rock? Okay. Do you know the how Getty Images works? Rockefeller, out of all the people, you Rockefeller was a horrible person. The whole family is trash. I don't. You know what? Let me stop. You don't do it to invest. I guarantee you not. If I wanted to invest, I would buy black artists. Oh my God, that right there, that made me very uncomfortable. Black artists, women, emerging Indonesian artists. My goal is to open a small exhibition space in about 10 years because I think Seoul needs a place with a young taste, but respectful of Korean legacy, to which I would also like to bring artists like Roni Horn, Anthony Gormley, or Morandi. What you say, sis? Because I'm just.
I said pause. I had to pause right there, like pause for the cause, because you pretty much saying that you want to be another Lee Suman, because you talking about quote unquote investing in black artists. No, you want to be Lee Suman, pretty much leeching off of Negroes like you've been doing, but this time you want to do it in a mass production like Lee Suman did. Basically.
I want to know what he said about women. What you mean by women? Women?
Oh, are you going to try to take advantage of women like all these other companies? Try and act like you there for women, but all you trying to do is really, benefit off of women, because women rappers and women artists are getting bigger, especially better than the men artists these days. Is that it?
Yeah, because the girls are showing out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what's this thing about the rising Indonesian artists? That's interesting that he said that. I'm like, what's going on in Indonesia? That's where your baby mama's at? Allegedly? Is that where she at? Because I'm just like, Indonesia? What is he talking about? But the buy black was the thing that irritated me. I'm like, please don't. That sounds too much like just gives me slavery vibes, and I don't like it.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
We don't need you to come and save Negroes. No.
Please don't. We had enough people trying to quote unquote save Negroes. This is what y'all get for this nigga insurance y'all keep investing in. This is what he's saying right now. He just admitted to the nigga insurance, and some of y'all coons out there tap danced and fell for it. Talking about, you know what? We'll discuss that after this article, because some of y'all need to hear the truth, okay? It don't make no sense for this man IQ to be this high and he comes off so arrogant. I can't. This is just ridiculous. Okay, so. All right. There only is like 2 more questions left. Have you wanted to be a collector? I collected toys, strollers. Strollers? My dude, you almost 30. You sure you ain't got no kids? You collecting strollers?
Yeah, live.
Yes.
With some strollers as a grown man.
Right. Takashi Murakami figures. I've heard of those. Before. Let me look at these.
This art gets kind of crazy real quick.
I heard of that guy. Yeah, that's the dude with that crazy art.
Yeah, he did the Kanye.
Oh yeah, he's the one that makes like the chain. He made one for Kid Cudi.
Yeah, his art style is a super flat art style.
Yeah. Oh, I like his stuff. He makes like the crazy looking bear stuff.
Yep.
That dude. Yeah, I like his stuff. His art style is really crazy. It's crazy. I like his stuff. Yeah, I know exactly who that dude is. He collects vintage clothes, furniture. I love Charlotte Perriand and Pierre Jeanneret, both collaborators of Le Corbusier. But my favorite is George Nakashima. Okay. In your album, there are songs of very different genres. Some critics say it's inconsistency. Others say versatility. Okay. Oh, there's more. My bad. I think the word genre will disappear in a few decades. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you think so.
I'm sorry. I gotta get some water. This guy. This stuff.
No, what's going to happen in 10 years? The K-pop genre is going to disappear, if any.
Can you get me? Oh, you're busy.
If it makes it that far.
Give me my Michelob, like, please.
You might need one after reading that.
I do.
I had to look up.
My husband just heard that and he was like, "What?"
Never disappearing. That's crazy talk.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Okay. There's more of this interview, by the way. We're gonna get through it. Lord, we're gonna get through it. Help us, Jesus. I have to find this editor and the person that gave this interview and give him a hug, because I feel so bad for him, because all he wanted was answers. So he said, I think the word genre will disappear in a few decades. R&B, hyperpop, Jersey club, UK drill, Chicago drill, K-pop, they don't mean anything. Music is an accumulation of frequencies that people put in a certain mood. What kind of what? This sounds like what in the Hebrew Israelite shit is this? He sounds like a straight up, what is it? Hotep shit. This is Hotep as fuck.
He's trying so hard to sound like Dr. Umar, but it ain't hidden, sir. It ain't hidden. I don't like you talking about all these genres don't matter. All of these genres have a history behind them in different cultures.
Thank you.
Black folks, but yes, it is something behind talking about it don't matter. Nigga, what?
And the fact is, K-pop is based off of black culture. Are you serious?
Exactly.
Are you serious?
Black culture don't matter after you just got through talking about you want to quote unquote invest in black artists. This nigga is contradicted.
I can't. Are you serious? Chicago drill, UK drill. This is what? You know,
go to Chirac and say that. I want to hear him. Go ahead, Chirac, talking about Chicago drill don't matter. Go ahead. I want to hear that.
That's a part of a life up in Chicago. That's a part of everyday life, Chicago drill. You talking about it don't exist? You go tell them people up there that shit if you want to.
Go ahead.
He got some he sacked up on this interview. He sure did. Are you sick of the K label? You can get sick of Spotify calling us K-pop, but it works. It's a premium label, the guarantee of quality that our grandparents fought for. What?
Yes or no, sir?
He's not answering the question. Answer the question, Namjoon. Kim Namjoon, can you please answer the question? I can sit down with a bunch of pre-K students and get more of an elaborate answer than this. Why are you tap dancing around the answer? Oh my goodness. Your album features Anderson .Paak, Eugene, or the elusive Erykah Badu. How did you convince her? Yeah, how did you convince her? She knew BTS because of her daughter is a fan, but that wasn't enough. I had to persuade her. I sent her a text with Yoon's story explaining why I needed her wise queen voice. I almost threw my phone on the floor. Persuaded.
You want to say beautiful Nubian queen, all that type of stuff, I bet you.
I don't know if I could do this much longer, but we gonna get through it. You had to persuade her? So you basically admitted that you had to basically get everybody on this album, make them get on here. Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. Sometimes you mix English and Korean in the middle of a sentence. How do you decide? Words in different languages have different textures. The same message with a different brushstroke. It comes naturally to me. I don't play instruments. I compose and create melodies with my voice, which is my instrument. And most of my come on? Can you stop?
Right there.
Can you stop? Dr. Umar
Okay.
ass, head ass. Oh my goodness. This, I feel, I cannot do this. Oh my
This
God.
is hilarious.
You have gone through several identities. As a teenage rapper, you were Runch Rhonda. I remember that crap. And BTS Rap Monster, and then RM For Real Me. Have you ever thought about the real me? Have you thought about using your real name? We all have a past, a dark history, as we say in Korea.
Yes or no, nigga. So now you admit that you had dark past acting like a whole nigga boo.
This guy. Runch Rhonda was my nickname in a role playing game. Then I wanted to be, a rap monster. Then I matured. I prefer my name to be known by as few people as possible. I'm not John Lennon. Of course not. He got fucking killed. Or Paul McCartney. Please don't use Paul McCartney in the same sentence. I can check into a hotel quietly, and I like that. I
This
just
nigga.
I cannot. You also changed a lot in the ways you dress. I went through double XL t-shirts and baseball caps, and I got into my high-end brands. Like Rap Monster, I started wearing only black and white, rolls his eyes upwards and shrugs his shoulders. Now I'm into timelessness. I'm over trends. I'm looking for vintage jeans, cotton t-shirts, natural things that don't scream, hey, I'm here. All you gotta say is that I like to dress like a bum sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. Just say that. Just
Dean made a whole career out of it. It's all right.
It's okay. You doing so extra. Just answer the question. Damn it. Rumor has it that you're going to collaborate with with Bottega Veneta. You were just invited to their fashion show in Milan. I would love to, although I lost interest in brands, fashion weeks, and that constant change of Pantone. Bottega is different. They don't use logos. They have a history with fabrics and leather. They don't even have an Instagram. They're beyond fads. How heavy it is to drag an army of fans? That's a question. How heavy is it to drag an army of fans? Here's his answer. You can't walk in the middle of nowhere without being recognized, and the standards to which you are subject weigh heavily. But you have to mature and deal with it, not to be pitiful and like, oh, I want to be normal. Look, if you want to think that fame is rock, it's a fucking rock. But for me, it's give me what I was looking for. Getting influence and financial freedom as fast as possible to make the music I want without worrying about the charts. Wait, you heard that right? Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that. To make the music I want without worrying about the charts. I'm not there 100%, but I try to focus on the inside noise and not the outside noise. You a goddamn lie. Sorry, Lord.
You was so up in your feelings that the other members are getting more popularity than you. Especially John Cook after he did the thing with what was it, the
FIFA? The World Cup
thing.
Yeah,
he
the
got
World
a
Cup,
lot
yeah.
of popularity off of that. I know he was eating himself up about that.
And J Hope got that Jake Holt collab. And he happy. He's so happy. He's so happy. He was like, deuces, I'm going to the military. He got what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He got what he wanted. V, he out here. V has been doing a lot of stuff lately. Got his own show and stuff going on. V is just doing him. That's V. Jen is so happy to be in the military. That man is happy. Sugarfoot about to go on tour, get this bread, and then he gonna go to the army, and I bet you he gonna dip.
Mm-hmm.
Jimothy, he ain't worried about you. This man's about to make a whole album with Screeching Cats and probably dip too. Man, if you don't stop charts, yes you do. Y'all do worry about charts. Yes you do. You do worry about the charts. You do. Because if you weren't, there wouldn't be this, oh, I'm so upset about the Grammys. Y'all company has put in this thing for Grammys for what, how many, 2-3 years now? And every time it's lost. Stop guaranteeing the Grammys as like this big ass accolades. the Grammys don't mean shit. Be proud of the accolades that you already have. Okay? Because when y'all
There's
lose,
plenty of legends that never had a Grammy. Plenty of legends never had a Grammy.
David Bowie was one of them. That man ain't never got no Grammy.
That man was huge. That man was huge.
Yes. And he passed away years back. That man made some good music, but that man never got a Grammy. Ever. He wouldn't have said about it. He got other accolades. He was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Married a very beautiful wife, Iman. That woman is gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. He did what he had to do. He ain't complain and cry about it. But from what I'm seeing, when y'all don't lose when I don't win specifically you, it becomes a problem. Oh, this interview is just, oh my goodness. I got to have an alcoholic substance after this. How are you fancying your 30s? I've never experienced such a confusing time. Now, in your 30s, it does get confusing. I understand that. So, that's the only thing I could probably agree with you on here. For a decade, I was a leader of BTS and was very stable and fun, always going upwards. In 2023, a lot of things changed professionally and personally, although I can't tell you, tin hat just popped on. We got to put the tin hat on because I just thought of some stuff. As I'm about to turn 30, I like myself more than I did when I was 20. Now I will spend a year and a half doing military service, which is very important in every career man's life. Yeah, you got to go. After that, I'm sure I'll be a different human being, hopefully a better and wiser one. So, he's changed professionally and personally, although I can't tell you. Who you got? You got baby on the side? Are there some internal conflict in your group with members? Is that what's going on? Allegedly? That was the end of the interview. Thank God. I think it was. Yep, that was it. Thank you, Jesus. That was it. What you think of this interview?
I think it was just a whole bunch of filibustering, basically just saying a whole bunch of nothing, like they will say, that have nothing to do with what was asked. This is pretty much running his mouth to anybody who's gonna listen.
And then you got black people talking about I don't care for the way the interviewer was pushing at times. You idiot. They're called an interviewer for a reason. I actually liked the questions they were giving him. This nigga was being...
Now, what do you mean pushing?
Right.
They were asking him straight up. There wasn't no pushing. Y'all this ultra... Let me stop.
Like, y'all are like weird. Some of y'all coons are really weird. Do y'all understand how passive aggressive he was getting when the interviewer was asking the questions? What is wrong with y'all?
Weirdos.
Y'all, very weird. Are you serious? Word salads. Word salads. Brother-in-law takes word salads. Word salads.
Yeah.
Answer the questions. Answer the question. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, look, there are some parts of the interview I was like, okay, I can understand. But then the majority of it, I was just like, can you just answer the question? Like, you don't got to be so over. My problem with this interview is that the interviewer was asking him the questions and he was trying to be over. He just elaborate and be over the top with it. That it just he was just doing too much. It was just extra. You don't have to do that. We understand you have a high IQ, bro. We know that. We understand that. But you ain't got to like do the most with it. That's what I had a problem with. And it came off super arrogant to me. That's all. That's how I felt about it. How did you feel about the interview, sis?
I just felt repulsed because he was just being contradicting the whole time. He didn't answer none of the questions directly. He pretty much let us know about his master scheme of getting a whole 360 nigga insurance getting on once he get older and can't make no more money on his own, even though he never could. But I'm just like, nah.
I oh my god, I like out of all of everybody that's in out of everybody in BTS, this one is the one I can't I can't I can't with him. It's just the arrogancy for me. It's just too much. I'm not here for it. And the like the bullshit ass like merry-go like ring around the rosy. Okay, can you just answer the fucking question? Like, can you not add on this? Just adding extra shit to the shit. I'm like, nigga, we know you smart. You don't have to do all that. Just stop. And I know there are gonna be these armies that are gonna get on there here and be like, well, you didn't under. Yes, I did. I understood it. I understood what he was saying. I didn't like it. I didn't have to agree with it, and that's okay. We're not gonna agree on it. Who cares? But I'm not about to sit up. This is what some of y'all problem is. Y'all sit up here and y'all will defend a person that y'all will likely never meet over your own friends and family. And when somebody has an opinion about it, an opinion, and speaks what's on their mind about your fave, you get upset. Your stomach starts bubbling. You throw a tantrum. You start crying. Snot starts coming out your nose. You're rolling on the floor. Get you a support group. This is K-pop. It shouldn't be that serious. It shouldn't be that serious, especially coming from Namjoon. Stop. Y'all are weird. I better not ever get up in arms about over a K-pop person over an opinion. You crazy. You crazy. Some of y'all are. Child, I got to get off here. I can't. I can't. I got to make this thumbnail for the bar night. But yes, thank y'all, Lord Jesus, for tuning in tonight to the mess. I hope he doesn't talk for the rest of the year.
We can only hope.
Ain't he supposed to be going to the military this year?
Hopefully.
Yeah, he just needs to go. Just go. And hopefully, Namjoon, you go to the military. Hopefully you won't open your mouth and tell your business over there like you did the monk. Because I have a feeling that's what you're going to do. You're going to make buddies with somebody in the barracks. They're going to tell all your business. Namjoon got a baby mama in Indonesia.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, allegedly. With that being said, this is Hood Action News. We're your hosts. I am Gigi.
And I'm Eve.
And y'all have a good night. All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye.